What's going on, guys? Kyle here. In today's video, I told you last week that there's a major update coming for Kina buffs and other balance changes. They just landed on Korea. Let's check them out. Alright guys, as you see, we got the update right here, which as we see, very first change is a change to PvP. Going to be, it says PvP Arena. That we don't know if this is going to affect Siege at all, but this seems like it's just going to affect Challenge Arena and Brawl Arena. Now, the current effect is summoners deal 40% less damage, monsters deal 40% less damage, and deal 30% less healing. Now, if we take a look at the change, it's going from 40 and 30 less damage to 45 and 35 less damage. So everyone across the board is going to do 5% less damage. Just trying to get the numbers right. One of the rune sets were changed. We already knew this was happening. The lifesteal set, the vampirism, instead of 25% lifesteal, will be 30%. Not a huge change. Now the Kina buffs. Every element was changed. All three elements were changed to apply the elemental effect. So fire is burn, water is frostbite, and wind is electrocute. And they also changed all of them to increase damage based on wind level, increase damage based on water level, increased damage based on fire energy. So she's going to do more damage. She's going to be applying dots, which is going to be very, very powerful for her. Light and dark had a very interesting change where light gives the lowest HP unit continuous recovery when you attack, which she's going to be healing a lot. And then as we see, level 1 continuous recovery for 5 seconds for each basic, so that's going to be huge. And dark is increased skill cooldown, right here. So all of her low cooldown skills, the very first skill is all of these. The light one we just talked about, the dark one, attacks enemies 3 times, increase skill cooldown with a certain chance on the first hit, which as we see, 70% chance for a 20% skill cooldown. That is huge on dark. Then as we take a look, the second skill on all of her things were also changed. All of them got the same change with different numbers. All of them are going to heal based on a percentage of her attack. Fire is going to be 123.6. Water is going to be 42.5% of attack. Wind is going to be 123.6. And her passive is getting changed down here. When using a skill, there's a chance to recover HP of the team summoner with the lowest HP ratio and increase their own mana. The amount of damage inflicted increases in proportion to the level of elemental energy possessed. Increases damage dealt per attribute level by 3%. After skill attack, 30% chance to recover 15% of target's HP. And after skill attack, 30% chance to increase mana by 1, which as we see was... let me see, it always was 3% after skill attack. At the end of skill attack, 20% chance for 10% healing. Now it's 30% chance for 15% healing. So a flat buff for that. Then we have some monster balance changes. The water pirate is being changed. They made some changes to his first skill, which, I mean, no one uses. It's mostly about his second skill down here, which is being changed from 3 mana to 4 mana and is being changed from 16 seconds no, sorry, 20 seconds on the attack up and defense down to 14 seconds attack up, defense down. So this is a very minor change. I don't think this is going to affect him almost at all. But a big thing in the arena where people were using that first, because you start with the 3 mana, and they were using their skills, using this, and then using another skill, and then deleting a unit or even another summoner in very quick succession. Then we have Fire Chimera, which we just had, it's the current battle pass on an A. When target has burn, deals 15% more damage. Used to be 75% chance to burn, now 85% chance to burn. Taunts nearby enemies with a chance. Being changed to provokes, and if target has burn, the damage dealt increases, which, as we see down here, if the target is burn, 25% increased damage from the ultimate. So you're not going to use the ultimate very often because it's an ultimate, but if you do get that ultimate off, if that target has burn, always dealing 25% more damage. It's not very clear right here if they just receive 25% more damage, so everyone gets that, or if it's just from Fire Chimera. Wind Chimera also got some changes. Knockdown used to be 2 seconds, now it's 3 seconds. That is a good PvP change for a 3 mana ability. Next ability, going from 24 seconds 4 mana to 18 seconds 3 mana, way better. Increases crit hit rate of allies, 41.4% damage of HP damage. It used to be 46, so they made it more spammable but nerfed the numbers. 70% chance, 3.5 seconds done. 70% is stunned. When the target has electric shock, so they're getting rid of the has to be electric shock to get the stun off, which is very, very huge. I'm only going to go over a couple more. I'll have the link down below so you can check out all the monster changes. This video would be really long if I go through all of them. I want to get through 1 or 2 more and then go on to the other changes. Vampire Hunter Wind, he doesn't see any play right now. They're giving him the ignored death denial effects, and if killed, can't be revived. The revive meta isn't really happening in PvP right now, but if that does happen, this will be very, very huge. But we also have the new Green Archer that is very similar. When used in Soul Link, the team summoner's remaining you get rid of all of your mana and does more damage on the attack. It does plus 4 mana. If a summoner or summon is defeated with this skill, plus 4 mana, which the skill costs 3 mana, so you'll be able to immediately cast it again with a bonus damage, as we just read. Last one I'll read, Wind Joker. Was 70% chance to stun for 3.5 seconds. Now it's 80%. Not a huge change, but that is more beneficial for him. There were also some One Punch Man characters that were changed. As I said, I'll have the link down below. We also have some interesting 4-star monsters getting changes. I haven't read anything too game breaking, but feel free to check out the link down below to check them out yourself. As we talked about before, they're getting up to 160 on the tower, and then here's the new pop-up, so they can take those down. Then attribute towers, get a couple of all of them, as well as some LDs at the end. Very, very nice. The guild request that we also have, And then the new transmogs, Hell Lady and Mermaid, but they're not going into stores. You have to buy them for money. Last thing we'll talk about is the equipment bonuses were changed. This is for mythic gear that only Korea has right now. They're all being changed to gain bonus effects. As we see, the first one, Stormy Memories, which is from Foggy, is also going to have increased summoner damage by 11% in Arena, Battlefield, and Conquest Wars, and increases damage dealt by summon in Arena, Battlefield, Conquest by 5%. Then we have Ghost Tears, which is the next one, which will be White Shadow Castle. Increases summoner damage by 4% in Arena, Battleground, and Conquest. Damage dealt by summons in Arena, Battlefield, and Conquest increased by 10%. Flame Breath, which is Naraka. Increases summoner damage by 8% in Arena, Battleground, and Conquest. Damage dealt by summons in Arena, Battlefield, and Conquest increased by 7%. I'm going to skip those two. The ones I wanted to really look at were down here, and that is Legacy of the Moon and Legacy of the Sun. These are ones that we don't have even in NA yet, which currently they have increased mana recovery rate by 5%. They're going to keep that, but both have the same effect right here of summoners receive 6.5% less damage in PvP, and summons receive 6.5% less damage in PvP. The main difference between Legacy of the Moon and Legacy of the Sun is there's going to be seasons, and during the Sun season, it will be stronger. During the Moon season, it will be stronger. But that's it for the Kina buffs and the monster changes. As I said, there's a lot more monsters that got changed that you can check out at the link down below. And let me know what you think. Do you think this galleon change is going to matter almost at all? I think this will stop it from one-shotting things, but I think it's been kind of falling off already for a little while now. And then once Dragon Knights hit with Leo, I think it'll be the cap to end him, making Galleon just die. Let me know what you think about it.